Hello and welcome back to another reaction. Today we are going to react to Taemin, Two Kids. My name is Ricci, and I am a producer and songwriter myself. I mainly do that in my free time, building songs, building tracks, and on this YouTube channel I try to break down the production of these songs from a songwriter and producer kind of perspective. I also do how-to videos in which I explain how to write a song in the style of a certain artist. Didn't do that for a long time. I promise those videos will come soon as well, once again. And I also release my own music on this channel. So if you're interested in that, consider subscribing. Enough self-promotion. And let's see what Taemin presents us with his brand new music video, Two Kids. Alright, we have a guitar going here. Okay, that bass catched me by surprise. Heavy bass hits here. Okay, we had some nice backing vocals right here. You hear that? There again. Now we have some chords coming in. The bass is gone. Seems like a pre-chorus. Another guitar coming in. You hear that guitar coming in, playing like an arpeggio upwards to lift up the mood and to kind of build up energy. Very nice instrument to use for pre-chorus. I wish I could play guitar, and that would be great, but unfortunately I can't. Okay. Nice piano, ear candy. So right here you can hear a piano like playing. You hear that piano? Really nice. It's small details like that that really fill up the song to sound so good, and it's stuff that you barely even notice as long as you're not focusing consciously on it. Another thing that I notice here is kind of a vocoder effect on his vocal. If you listen very precisely to his vocals within the chorus, you can hear that there's kind of an effect on them, especially it's like on your right and left ear, and that effect is a so-called vocoder. It could also be a vocal synth, but basically what it is, it creates a synthesized version of his voice and uses that basically to harmonize with the real voice, and that creates that really weird kind of artificial kind of sound. You hear that in a lot of Daft Punk sounds, for example. That's also a vocoder used, and that's what they put on his vocals in the chorus right here. That's what makes them sound so artificial. And it's a technique that's used more and more these days to layer vocals within the chorus, to use a vocoder for that, because the classic kind of layering of vocal is kind of old at this point, and it's nothing new and refreshing anymore. And a lot of producers like this kind of new way of making the chorus a bit more fatter in terms of the vocals, so they use this vocoder for it. And I personally think it works really well here. In some other songs in which I've seen it work is I think it's called The Middle by Zed and someone else, the song where it goes like, baby, why don't you just make me in the middle? On that part they also have that kind of effect. I think it's actually the Isotope 1 vocal synth or something, but it's basically a vocoder. And now nice snaps going on here. We also have a melody going on in the background. If you focus on it, you can hear it. Sounds like some bell sounds or something, I'm not quite sure. I think it's just a piano actually. Another time here we have layered vocals. You can always hear that on your left and right ear, because usually if you layer vocals, you pan them to the left and right. And it emphasizes basically a single phrase of the melody. And if you focus on it, you will notice it a lot, because it is such a powerful tool to use. There we also have some nice background vocals. And now we will probably go back into the chorus. What's also really smart in terms of writing and production here, they basically take out the bass, what I noticed already earlier, and they take out the drums completely except that one snap. And then when the chorus hits, they bring back the bass and the drums. There you go. And that makes it hit really hard. And that's something that's done a lot, because music lives from contrast. You want to have as much contrast within your music as possible. So you want the chorus to sound different from the pre-chorus, and so on and so on and so on. That kind of contrast makes everything very interesting. They also emphasize the vocal here with the drums, with that drum hit, with that ch. Now we're in the bridge. Once again, all instrument taken out, just the piano, vocals, and a few other effects going on to add atmosphere to the track. Now you can hear the drums coming in back. They're filtered down very far in the background. Now a nice added ad-libs here, high ad-libs. Now I'm not. So that's really cool to add in. You hear that? That he sings in his head voice over that. That is to create a difference from the last two choruses that we heard, because if you just repeat the same chorus over and over and over again, it essentially gets boring. So you always want to add in stuff for the second chorus, for the last chorus. And a way that's used a lot in songwriting is to add in an additional vocal melody for the last chorus, and that's done here as well. And there we go, the drums are back. Another variation they go for here is the first part of the last chorus actually doesn't have drums in it, which the other two choruses had. They decided to add the drums for the last chorus within the second part of the chorus. Once again, just to create a bit of a difference between those choruses, and that adds to that kind of long-term listenability. Does that make sense? It adds to the fact that you can listen to the song more often without getting bored by the song, which is really, really smart to do. There we go, ad-lib melody. Yeah, very interesting, definitely. That was not what I expected to hear from Taemin, I'm not gonna lie. I expected more of that kind of heavy Michael Jackson influenced, heavy bassline kind of groove, which we had in the Wand MV. They didn't go for that here. However, they still kept some of that essence with that bassline coming in the chorus, which still had a lot of groove, but it really was a different song from what he has done before. I think it's a great song, and it's a great way for him to go into, to show that he can do different things and not only that one thing. Most people know that he can do more. People kind of started connecting Taemin to that sound that he was going for before, and now he changed that up and gave himself a little bit more freedom. Fully now they can basically combine this sound with the other sound before to create something newer, right? Problems that artists often run into is if they stick to one style too long, people will always expect that style, and once you go for something entirely different, they then won't like it. So it's smart to move a bit away from that style and then create a new style. So I think this is definitely a very smart move. Hopefully it works out for him. Alright guys, that's it from me. Hopefully you enjoyed the reaction. If you liked it, make sure to let me know. If you have any recommendations for any kind of videos or anything else, let me know as well. Any questions, it doesn't matter. Just ask me and I'll answer. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.